Great start, Connor.
Yes, yes, great start. Hello, YouTubes. So,
You want to restart?
nah.
No, we're
Alright.
sticking with it. Okay.
Yeah. So, hello.
Please say hello one more time.
Hello. Now I have said hello for everyone who is here without them even opening their mouths to say hello. Look at that. So I'm the only one that's looked at the patch notes then. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just gonna talk through them then. And you may have known of some of the things that changed, you may not have. So to start, you know how Destiny kind of like they do the TWAB. They say like this week at Bungie, this is what's new. I kind of like name them on my own, like episodes of Friends. You remember how episodes of Friends are named, Taylor?
Like the one with...
Yeah, the one
where
with...
they all start with that.
Yeah. So, I would call this Anthem update the one about inscriptions. Because that's, like, everything that this update changed was with inscriptions. And so to start, there's, so inscriptions on... These are all from the patch notes on Reddit that were posted by... I've been doing so much scrolling on the Anthem subreddit I don't even know anymore. Is there some scorpions somewhere that I'm not seeing them?
Yeah, this boy.
Oh, hey, look, that's a lot more. But they're... So, inscriptions. Yeah, back on topic. Inscriptions on gear are better for what they're on, is essentially what, like, changed with the most recent update. So, like, you won't... And this only applies to new gear that you've gotten since the update. So it's not like gear you already had. You have to get new gear to, you know, see all these changes. And so their inscriptions are your like the little buffs that every item gives. So like, you know, you get an assault rifle that might give you like plus 10% assault rifle damage. Like that's an inscription, that little buff that it gives, and each tier of item gives a certain amount. Make sense?
It's the normal, like, it's the normal system for like uncommons don't give any, commons give one, rare give two, and as you go up, it just means one more every time.
Yes, that is exactly what it is. But so basically what they changed is that all of the inscriptions that you'll get on your gear are useful for that gear. So like I have, you know, you get an assault rifle, you're gonna get inscriptions on it that are either that is going to be useful for that assault rifle, and if it's not useful, like if you have a rare, for example, so you have two inscriptions, you might have one inscription that's useful for that assault rifle, and then any other inscription that doesn't apply to that weapon will apply to your javelin as a whole. Instead of like, you won't get an assault rifle with an inscription for LMG ammo anymore.
So now the inscriptions actually would make sense now.
Yeah, so you can actually do more build-wise with inscriptions. And something that we haven't run into yet, because none of us are level 30, except for Landon, who is not with us. they removed white and green items from the level 30 loot table, so you're only gonna get, once you hit level 30, you'll get rares, epics, masterworks, and legendaries is all you'll get once you hit that level 30 threshold.
So basically, once we hit level 30, we're just gonna spam strongholds.
Well, and it doesn't even necessarily have to be strongholds, because once you hit 25 plus, they add masterworks to the loot table for anything. You know, the difficulty selection tells you that.
So basically, it'll actually be giving you loot that'd be worth your time.
Yeah, so it's making it more like the grind for, you know, end game gear more worth it. So they're focusing a lot of the talk, the subreddit and a lot of the talk on Twitter has been about improving the end game as much as possible. So, for example, like I was talking to Landon earlier this week, and he said, in the group chat, so you saw it, but he said that the end game is like nothing, pretty much. He feels like there's nothing there. Because if he doesn't...
I wouldn't really go against that, because from what I've heard so far, there really hasn't been anything that makes it really an end game.
Well, it's because it's still the very early stages of the game. You're not gonna...
Yeah, I mean, this is only week 2 of Anthem. And
maybe week 2 of Anthem, but you also gotta...
He speeds through.
You also gotta remember, when they came out with, like, when they first revealed Anthem, like, the first trailer for it, it honestly didn't look any different from what it does now. The only thing that was new that people found out through that was the Interceptor. No one knew about that, showing that out later. And this was almost, what, 2 years ago?
You followed Anthem more closely than I did.
So, I mean, it looks, I feel like they would have a lot more to offer than what they only have now. Granted, now they have, like, what we talked about before was, like, in the next coming months, they're gonna be adding in a lot more stuff, but I just don't understand why this stuff isn't honestly already here.
Yeah, I think what...
Unless it's for the reason to try to keep people like, interested in Anthem but going, but the problem is, you got so many people these days now just completing the game so quickly that it gets boring if you can't do anything new.
Yeah, you feel like you almost have to have all that stuff to start, because that's the kind of thing that Destiny struggled with, was having, you know, a good launch, so enough stuff to do on launch. You know, you finish the story, everybody gets excited about new games coming out, so you speed through the story, and you get the story done, and basically that whole piece is kind of like, what do you do next after the story? That's kind of missing from Anthem. It's like mainly what I've been hearing from all the YouTubers that I've watched and all the different things that I've heard. Like, I'm still gonna play Anthem once I hit level 30. I'm still gonna play it just like I still played Destiny, even though, you know, there was that long grind. You didn't necessarily know what to do because, you know, raids are always challenging the first time you go to do them. I just think that, I think Anthem is kind of suffering from that same problem that Destiny had, where it's just they didn't release the full product.
Well, you have that, and now I know that obviously we're only able to go up to, like, hard difficulty on things and whatever, but, like, when it came to, like, raids and the raid only had 2 modes. Not all of them even had that. It was just the normal and the prestige. And even the normal was difficult for people to do. The only difficult thing that we have here so far are the strongholds, and they only go for, really, even on hard, they're not that bad.
Yeah, but once you start going into like Grandmaster 1 or like Grandmaster 2 or Grandmaster 3, they're
Yeah.
gonna get
Like, if
difficult.
I know you might not have watched some videos like I have, but like I've watched some some stronghold runs on Grandmaster 1 and Grandmaster 2, and it, like, Grandmaster 1 seems terrifying enough, and then Grandmaster 2, I may have heard him wrong, but from what I heard watching one of Glad's videos today, he hasn't even finished like a full stronghold on Grandmaster 1. Or on Grandmaster 2. He's only finished it on Grandmaster 1. So I mean that sounds kind of terrifying to me, but like it makes me want to, play the game and get to that point. But anyway, we got off on a tangent and I didn't even finish going through the patch notes. So yeah, they removed white and green loot from the level 30 loot table, and then the craft, like how you can craft different items for your javelins.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
They made it so masterwork crafting, it used to cost 25 masterwork embers, and they brought that down 10 to make it cost 15, just to help with farming for those masterwork, like components, weapons, stuff like that. Help farming for those masterworks that you want to work, like to help make your build work. So they're just kind of focusing on helping the player make a build that works for them, which I think is, that's a step in the right direction, because that's kind of what Anthem is going to turn into, you grind for different builds to finish stuff faster or do specific things, which that's the type of game it is. It's a looter shooter.
Do you really think it's going to be that hard, though, to get a hold of, like, the things we need?
Not like the things we need, but I think where the tough part of it is going to be getting those like specific components, or like with my interceptor, getting that one masterwork venom bomb. I can't remember what the name of it is, but getting that one masterwork venom bomb that's exactly what I need for my build, so it gives me like just the perfect buffs, like the perfect inscriptions, the perfect masterwork perk. Like the masterwork perks are all the same, but just finding like exactly what I need is what I think is going to be where all that time is spent.
See, I've more or less hit that point where, like, I'll keep one of every item I have at the highest level, and everything else gets dismantled, so I'm constantly gaining materials to be able to craft stuff later anyways. I don't know what the point of even being able to craft that stuff is even worth.
Finding exactly what you want.
I mean, the crafting, though, you gain more items at higher level than what you do crafting. Sure, or I wouldn't say higher level, but like you'll have more, say, blue items. But when you go into your crafting, they're usually only like green or white.
That's because you have to use how the crafting works in that way, Thomas, is when you use like, say you find like heavy assault launcher and an ordnance launcher that you really, really like, the more you use that in a mission, the more, I think it's like if you use it 4 times in one, like in missions, you unlock being able to craft it green, and then so many more you can craft it blue, so many more you can craft it purple. So it's just building up, you have to build up your ability to craft a higher rarity through using it in missions.
Yeah, so
See,
like
I don't know.
my
I don't
my
know if that's 100% true though,
it is.
It is
That
because
is
I
100%
when
for
true.
the
I
challenges.
well no, because I don't know because I remember when I went into crafting one time, I never received the flak cannon, for instance. I never
Thomas, we do
gotten
know.
that weapon ever, but it was my crafting.
Press your menu button or your start button or whatever. Go to challenges, gear, and then like click Colossus, and then go down to like your mortar or something, and it says completed missions or world events, 0 out of whatever, and then rewards. Like for my burst mortar is if I need to get one first, but if I use it in 4 missions or world events, I can craft a green one.
Well, no, that's why I'm just saying though. I'm confused about the fact that cannon before that, but it still gave me one. Like I was confused when I saw it in there because I had no idea what it was.
You
I never
might
used
have
one before, but it was there.
Yeah, you might not have used one before, but for some of them I noticed that like like there were some that just kind of popped up and I was like, I've never used that. I know I've gotten it at like a low level and then just scrapped it, but like I'm assuming they just show up that way, or like if you know, you maybe you got it in a reward and didn't realize it and scrapped it just because you didn't know what it was, or maybe you finished a different challenge that like rewarded it. Because like I don't even know where, for the longest time I was using Spark Dash and I had no idea where it came from. I just knew I had it.
Oh, I see you guys are waiting on me. I'm sorry.
Um,
Oh, I don't even have it started yet.
yeah, I'm just waiting. Um, but then, oh yeah, Thomas, also don't take too long because it will kick Taylor and I for inactivity if we sit here too long. So I kind of already talked about
Okay.
the inscription changes for the items. Um, but yeah, the only other thing on on that note is there's so like you know how okay you guys have epic items, right? You
Yes.
guys got purple
Yeah.
items. So you know how
Hmm.
they have the 3 inscriptions, and there's like that first line, and then there's a bottom line. Like
Yes.
it has 2 lines of inscriptions. If you have an
Oh
epic
yeah.
item,
Hmm.
so that first line, so the first one like on the left hand side and then the right hand side, those are your primary inscriptions. So that you have a primary major inscription and a primary minor inscription. And what those two focus on now is damage and survivability. So for Colossus, that second, or well, not necessarily the second, but that first line is going to be stuff that focuses on uh, health or armor, and then like buffing your damage with different weapons or like with your LB or your RB, it'll boost that damage. And it will always
Okay.
have a benefit for the item it's on. And then if it doesn't have that, it'll have that javelin wide benefit for damage and survivability. And then that second row underneath it is going to focus on utility. So like stuff like thruster speed, I think, is what I read. Like just the speed of your thrusters when you're flying around and stuff. But yeah, so it wasn't a super big update in terms of like what it did. But Taylor, didn't you say it was when you were downloading it? Because I wasn't home when you downloaded it, so wasn't it
5 gigs.
yeah, it was like
5.01 gigabytes.
a 5 GB update. So I mean, it did something.
Well, it's probably didn't the new Stronghold come out?
I don't know. I've been like so.
Because I'm pretty sure the second Stronghold came out, so that may be what made it 5 gigabytes. Like you're adding in a whole new thing.
Oh, that might have been it. I didn't even realize. I thought both Strongholds were out to begin with, so that's on me.
Okay. By the way, ready up when you guys are.
Yeah, I just went into the forge to make sure it didn't beat me out. But yeah, I mean that's really all I had notes on to talk about. So now I'm just gonna. The rest of the episode will just be us playing through this mission and talking like we normally do. But I think I don't know if
I'm gonna start eating crackers now. By the way.
please don't.
Oh, but come on. They're so damn good.
Have you picked a?
We're hungry.
Have you looked at like builds and stuff that you want to do, Tay?
Kinda. Sorry, cracker.
I saw, or I was watching a Colossus build that Eric's put up on his YouTube that looks like if I played Colossus, it would be fun.
Yeah, I'm trying to find my phone. Chloe, are you laying on my phone? Yes, you are.
Because it's like Thomas, I could see you doing this too. Like it is like the ultimate tank build for the Colossus. Like it's terrifying how much health he had.
Well, I was talking to Taylor earlier about this. Like my health bar at one point almost like if I get any more increases to like my armor and stuff like that, I'm gonna like end up seeing my health bar being 50% green, but also 50% black.
I'm tracking Sumner's position. Do you see it?
Yes. From just all the lines cutting down the health bars.
Yeah, not even an even split. Yeah, but like, the build that I'm going for is mainly like I'm trying to focus on starting combos for us so we can get high damage, because like I don't know if you noticed or if you knew this, but like each javelin has a different effect for a combo.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No one did.
Yeah, so Colossus, you guys have, and like when you guys do a combo, you have like this big AoE effect that goes off that deals loads of damage. I don't remember what storms do.
Sensing something. Scars.
Storms just like spreads the effect onto enemies around it.
Yeah, that's right. Storms spread the effect. I get an aura that I can use to spread the effect. So like with my combo that I do, I have a Venom Bomb and a I have a Venom Bomb primer, and then I detonate with my Tempest Strike, which will give me an Acid Aura, which then puts the acid effect on enemies I hit, or enemies like around me. So that's fun. But like I'm trying to I think I showed you the video from Eric's that I was using, that I'm gonna use for my build. Taylor, I think I showed it to you.
Was it the melee one?
Yeah. That explosion was fun.
I love it.
I think that is one thing that I definitely like about Anthem is the explosion.
It's very showy and flashy.
Yeah. Like, I can bear with a little bit of a lack of an endgame because the game is just fun.
Those scars will quickly
Well, we literally just
using
took
their
a guy and
active
just
summoner.
straight up murdered him.
The area, but you might be
Oh yeah, got another purple.
You need to find him.
I got a purple and a green
Jeez.
out of, like, one enemy after another.
Summoner's not in the crashed suit. He must have taken it off for some reason.
Hello? Freelancer, is that you? Sumner?
I don't look like a toy, Thomas.
It's me. Bloody scars.
I just threw a flare at
Yes, you
Thomas.
do.
And you couldn't fit into it while
You
we're
do look like a toy.
I think this
Oh yeah,
leads me to the room I was looking for.
a robot toy.
Stay where you
Yes,
are.
you are.
I can handle myself. I'm already here. There'll be another entrance.
See, I didn't even, like, I've seen it, so I kind of figured you would get it.
What the? Yeah.
The little robot thingy. I want it. Is it gonna tell us
I'd
where
buy
to
it if
go?
I wanted
There we
to.
go.
Maps mark it as a subterranean passageway. It could lead to the cave network that Summoner's trapped
I
in.
hit a rock.
I don't even know
One
if
thing I
I'm
really
going
want
wrong way,
to happen
guys.
is that when you're... What? What do you mean wrong way?
You're going the wrong way.
Oh, it told me to turn around for some reason.
Was that Summer?
Strapped underground somewhere. How's Maddie?
None of his major organs have liquefied yet.
Major organs? What about the non-major organs?
Just bring back the manifold and Sumner as soon as you can.
Screw. Hey, I'm frozen.
Jake out of it.
I feel like my health bar has gone down from the last mission to this one. Because it has.
I told you that happened.
Oh, I'm a cipher, not some kind of cavern oracle.
I guess there's only one way to find out.
Or earlier how I said, like, my health bar looked like it had 60 bars on it, and then all of a sudden it would have like 15.
Yeah.
I'm sensing some strange energy. What's down there?
I don't know, but Sumner has the manifold with him. He came here for a reason.
Ow, yeah.
I went right through that for some reason, not thinking about it.
Did Zap make you fall?
On my way. I've found what I'm looking for. Yes, the residence of this place is exactly what I need.
I still have the effects of being okay, that was weird.
What?
I am frozen.
I had the effect of being frozen, but I was jumping.
Taylor, I taught you the way of doing this. Get out your shield and bash them. They can't actually hurt you unless they break the shield. It actually takes a while for them to do it.
Oh yeah, there's one of the masterworks that is in that Colossus build I was talking about. When your shield breaks, you get like a 40% damage buff for 10 seconds.
Hey, that's a Titan.
Oh yeah, that is a Titan. Why'd
Yeah,
you do that?
It's just a mini Titan.
Shield up. You know, it can't really hit us up here. Oh shoot, I could do that though.
Shield it up.
Mow. Mow. Oh boy.
Oh, the back's open. You know.
Yeah, I was
Shield
gonna
is
say hit him in the
from
back. I did that on
That's
purpose.
great.
Shield up.
So much
Oh,
easier
yeah,
to
blue
do this
and
mission with
white.
people.
Be careful! Different energies. He was right, but we knew we needed javelin to get out of here, and neither of them had the guts to borrow one. You mean Steve?
Wait, I think I saw someone. What was that? Yep, I knew there was one back here.
Ah. Even though these things explode when you hit them, I'm gonna hit them anyway.
What are you hitting?
The ash elementals.
Hey, you.
Hey.
Alright, let's fight 3 titans.
Oh, that's right. There's 3.
Let's stick on this back one first.
The back one.
Which one? Which one counts as the back one?
Yeah.
Ow.
I don't know which one you consider to be the back.
The one I'm
I'm guessing
shooting
the
at.
one he's. Yeah, I'm guessing the one he's nailing at the moment.
Okay. I didn't see you back there shooting it before, so...
Yes, he opened up his arms. Got him go for that one. Shield up. Watch out, he's gonna do the... Yeah, by the way, our shields even block the fire blast. I'm pretty sure, so... Literally use it for everything.
Oof. I didn't realize he tossed a little flamey ball at me, too.
The other ones are nailing me.
Yep.
It's okay, he's dead half health.
Yeah, that only took a year so far, and our ults.
I didn't use mine, because mine isn't useful against titans.
What did yours do again?
Have you not seen me go on a slashing rampage?
Just do that when his fists start being angry.
No, it's useless. Oh, 3 of these things. Like, I know these are lesser Ash Titans, but with 3
Shield
of them
up.
at a time, it's just so much.
Oh, my health bar just dropped to half. I'm gonna charge him.
They just all stopped.
It wasn't effective. We only got 1 dead. Ow.
Oh man, I'm at low health.
Yes, you are. Okay, 1 dead.
1 down.
Blue and a green out
And I
of
got a
it.
purple.
Object.
This one, that's...
Oh shoot, he's doing that.
See, the thing I'm really annoyed about is I can't do... Like, I can't do combos off these guys. It's just frustrating. I know
What's
they're
frustrating is when you have to shoot them normally and you have to wait for one of their keyed spots to pop up.
like the bigger titans though, they're a lot easier to fight because they have more weak spots that show up more often.
Oh, where did that come from?
Oh, I overheated somehow. I have no shield.
Because he probably got hit by their heat.
I dodged it though, and like I didn't flinch like I got hit, so that's why I was a little confused.
I'm getting hit by stray balls from the other one.
This one's down.
I'll start pissing this
Cool.
one off.
Okay, I gotta get close to him and grab that health. Fine.
Oh, there's health.
Alright, even though it's useless. I'm doing what I can over here, even though it's useless. I'm using my ult.
I got mine.
One's almost dead.
This
He's
one
dead.
over here is almost...
One left.
This one over here is basically dead, just hit it with what you got.
Holy shit, Connor, what'd you do?
Apparently, my ultimate felt like dealing damage that time, but usually it doesn't.
With his fist on fire and was he near the ground?
No, not really.
No time to waste. We need to get back to the others.
Oh shoot! Shoot up!
Matthias, you are the tiny man.
I have too many greens for
What is he do?
Titans.
What the?
Alright, well that's a good
It's
spot
on
to end the
SWAT for some
episode.
reason.
Peace.
Alright.